British people voting to put their country first. We saw people expressing that sentiment. They also talked about the borders, wanting to strengthen the borders of their country. Does all of that sound familiar? Donald Trump arriving in Scotland this morning, held a news conference, praised the Brexit decision, compared British nationalism to his own Make America Great mantra. Watch.
People want to take their country back. They want to have independence in a sense, and you see it with Europe, all over Europe. You're going to have more than just, in my opinion, more than just what happened last night. You're going to have, I think, many other cases where they want to take their borders back. They want to take their monetary back. They want to take a lot of things back. They want to be able to have a country again. So I think you're going to have this happen more and more.
So is he right? Senior national correspondent John Roberts is on location in Turnberry, Scotland. Good morning to you, John.
On the ninth hole of the new Turnberry course, Martha, good morning to you. Donald Trump came here to open up the newly renovated Turnberry course, but stepped right into the middle of a huge news story. This was not expected to happen based on the polling leading up to yesterday's vote on the Brexit, but Donald Trump embraced it. He said, while it might be a bad thing in terms of the economy, devaluation of the British pound, maybe its effect on the American stock market and the stock markets around the world, in the short term, he thought in the long run it would be a good thing. He said anytime people choose their right to self-determination, it does turn out to be a good thing. Of course, as you mentioned just a short time ago, a lot of this was about immigration. A lot of people in the UK were concerned about unchecked immigration because of the open border policy of the European Union, and they thought the best way to deal with that would be to put some controls back on the border by leaving the EU. It was an issue that really divided this nation, and in a press conference this morning, Donald Trump was asked what he would do to unite the country. Here's what he said.
Well, you unite people by having a happy country. And when people pour into the country and it doesn't work, whether it's because of crime or, various other things, you're not going to be uniting anybody. I just told you about Germany, where people want to leave Germany. People that I would never in a million years have said these people want to leave. But they're going to be leaving. So you can't unite a country by forcing things down the people's throats.
Donald Trump with a reference there to the fact that it's not just here in the UK that people are concerned about immigration and the changing shape of nations. It's also across Europe, and he believes that this could start to unravel the entire EU. And you mentioned just a short time ago that there are people in Scotland here are thinking about another independence referendum, and if they were to win that, Martha, maybe they would rejoin the EU. I asked Donald Trump that specific question, whether he thought that Scotland should secede from the UK and rejoin the EU, but he kind of ducked the question. I think it's one that he really didn't want to answer. Martha?
No, probably not standing there on Scottish soil. Get into that one in too much detail. John, thank you very much.